Hi guys, welcome back to Grammy Colleen Crochets. I am going to show you how I make my Granny Square cocoon sweater, cardigan sweater. I don't know what you'd call it. Let me see how far I can zoom out. Okay, so I made one great big granny square. Then I folded it in half. Completely in half. And then I took and figured out where I wanted my arms to be, and I sewed it up to where I wanted my arms to be. Then I added the ribbing. I just finished one for Cadence, and you guys asked me to show you how I make them. Janine requested one. She requested one made in homespun stripes. I don't know how well it's going to show, but we can find out. I'm going to do a standard granny square. This homespun is by Lion Brand. I have 3. Hope I have enough. Oh, it will be for Janine. I have 185 yards and I have 3 balls. It's a size 5, so bulky. This is Whirlpool Bane Turbulent. The hook is, I can see a K on there, 10.5 or 6.5 millimeter. That's what it's saying we should use. I am actually going to use my J hook because I don't want the openness to be too open. If that even makes sense. You could begin with a magic circle if you like. I just start with a slip stitch like normal. A lot of people like to use magic circles, and you're certainly welcome to. I just do a regular old slip knot, chain 4, three double crochet in the first stitch in the chain. Chain 2, 3 double crochet or granny stitch shell, in the same stitch, chain 2, three double crochet or granny square stitch, chain 2, and slip stitch into the third chain of our first granny square shell. You should have, oh, you should have 4 and I only have 3. I cut myself short one. I better add another one. It's I must be getting tired. This is the second time and I've messed up both times, and I think I haven't even been sitting here for 3 minutes. Just being honest. There we go. This yarn is being a little bit finicky. Like my other sweater and cardigans, I really like things to be reversible and it not be that big of a deal. So I'm gonna chain 1, and then I'm gonna do 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet in that chain 2 space. I'm going to skip the next granny shell, and in the chain 2 I'm gonna do a corner, 3 double crochet or a granny shell, chain 2, 3 double crochet. Skip that shell, and in the chain 2 add another corner, 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. What happened to that shell? Skip that granny shell or the next, and put a corner in the chain 2 from the corner below. 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. Slip stitch to join, chain 1 and turn, same thing, 3 double crochet, in the space between the corners, and then in the corner 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. Again, you can use chain 1, you can use chain 3, just keep it consistent. With this size 5 yarn, the chain 2 is plenty. Shell, granny shell in the middle, and a granny shell, chain 2, granny shell to form your corner. Use that space between the corners to form another granny shell. That is our increase. Three double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet in the next corner. Skip the next shell, 3 double crochet in that next space, and a corner into the corner from the round before. 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. slip stitch to join, chain 1 and turn. You can see, I'll weave those in. You can see we're going to be increasing a shell between the corners each round. Whoops, I already chained 1. The reason I turn keeps everything more square. And there's not really a good or a bad side that way, other than depending how you sew it up. So 3 double crochet in your first space right after you chain 1 and turn. Then straight into that corner space, the chain 2 space, 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, skip to the next space, 3 double crochet, skip to the next space, 3 double crochet, skip to the chain 2 of the corner, make a corner, 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. Skip the next shell, and in the next space go 3 double crochet. Again, 3 double crochet after, in the space after the next shell, and then we have a corner, 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet into the chain 2 from the corner from the previous round. After the next granny round, or granny shell from the previous round, you put 3 double crochet or a granny shell there. Skip the next shell, the next space is 3 double crochet or a granny shell. The corner will be making a corner in the chain 2 space from, which is 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. You are going to need to make this granny square in whatever color, whatever size, whatever weight of yarn and hook that you choose. You need to make it big enough that when you fold it in half, it reaches around your neck and down around or above your bum, however you want it to fit down below. And know that where you're sewing that up becomes the halfway point, because that's where we put the sleeves in. It's fun. And then we sew it up from there, but so we have sleeves here where my fingers are, and the neck and body is there, just like this one. And the other one I showed of cadences. Yeah, there. So, make 1 granny square big enough to fold in half and go around your neck and hit your legs, the back of your legs where you want it to. And I'll meet you back here. Okay, so when you get your granny square the size you want it, you're gonna fold it in half. Then I am 12 stitches, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12. And then I have I just put in stitch markers to hold it, to tack it, so that Janine can try it on before we add the sleeves. Sew that little bit up, and then the border all the way around. And I have pictures that I'm going to insert, but I wanted to talk through it as well. And that's the back. So I'm going to slip stitch to join at that half point. And then I'm just going to slip stitch. Whoops. Across so that I catch each one. You could also slip stitch, chain 3, slip stitch, but and where you sew up to will be where it fits you the most comfortable. Some people don't sew it up at all. They just leave that all open for the comfort and ease. Obviously, there's more ease, the more room it has. This is the wrong side. I'm going to take my stitch markers out. And there's my seam. I will tuck in those ends, and you'll barely see it. She does want a sleeve, so I will work on that and show you how. Just seam up your other side, and I'll meet you back. Okay, so after you have your arms seamed up, this is it. Folded in half, turned right side out. Your sleeves can be left, but I usually at least put a single crochet border. On this one, I am going to make it and then do a ribbing and a cuff. She also wants a ribbing around the edging, and that just opens up like that. And I will meet you back to show you how to do that ribbing. I've got to go to the other place. Okay, now I'm going to begin my ribbing. I'm going to be doing double crochet, back post, and oops, double crochet front post, alternating. So you do a double crochet per usual. When you come to your space, just work around that first double crochet in that next. Or you can put one in the space and then work the next one. That's usually what I did. Did I skip that? I did. And it's a front post. Okay, let me back post. So I'll just do a regular because it's a space, and that would have been a front post, so then I'll go back post. Okay, so it's yarn over, insert behind the post of the double crochet, behind and in front, and then finish the double crochet around, go from behind to the front, back around, insert, pull through, insert, pull through two, insert, pull through two. That would be a front, and then a back. A front post, double crochet, and a back post, double crochet. A front post, double crochet, and a back post, double crochet. Front post, double crochet, back post, double crochet. It's just a regular, but I say that so that I stay within my pattern. Front post, double crochet, back post, double crochet, front post, double crochet. And we just keep going until we get to the end. And then you chain one, turn, just like we did for the granny square, and put front post and back post in front post and back post. I'll meet you back and show you. Okay, so I take, and right in the center you're gonna have 2 bars meeting. I slip stitch to that, chain one, and then I incorporate these 2 spaces into one shell, just because I don't want an increase right there. And I'm just gonna do 1 row of shells clear around, whoops, the collar of the big granny square. So 3 double crochet in each space between the 3 double crochet from the previous round. I'll meet you back at the beginning. Okay, you're gonna slip stitch to join, chain one, turn, and continue. I went ahead and did a single crochet all the way around because we only wanted the one, because we need to do our sleeves. I will finish this off and tuck in the ends in a little bit. To do the sleeves, you slip stitch in the armpit, and you can continue with the shell stitch if you like, the granny stitch. You can do single crochet, double, you can do whatever you want. You just slip stitch to the armpit and begin. And Janine and I are just gonna do a single crochet and see how we like it when we get where we want it on our wrist. I do slip stitch, chain one, and turn every time because I like to see both sides of the yarn. And it keeps things squarer and straighter for me. But you do what you like. This is not meant to be hard. This is not meant to be, you know, real strict on numbers and stuff. It's a fun project that you can put together fairly quickly and have a snuggly, awesome granny square cocoon sweater. Please send me a picture of your finished products and let me know if I can share. If you guys have any questions or concerns, be sure to let me know. Thank you and happy hooking.